Okay, welcome everybody to My Ugly Kitchen. I just made everybody mute themselves because they're totally out of control tonight. It's technically St. Patty's Day, but depending on when you're watching this, it might not be, but this group is just out of control. So we had a lot of people interested in our live demo tonight, but couldn't necessarily make it. So I am recording so we can post it and you can watch it. And it'll just be a really good reference. And there's our scheduled two Nikki Kowalskis as usual. I love it. So what I'm going to demo tonight is something that I usually talk to all of my participants and friends and family, and it's one of my go-tos for a snack recipe or a breakfast recipe. I'm actually making my own yogurt cups. I don't like the already prepared, like there's great products out there, but they usually have more added sugar or they're just too sweet for my taste. And this is just a much cleaner, healthier version where you get to mix things up the way you want to do it. So I have my purple container, so it's my fruit serving, and I have square, like Rubbermaid containers. The small ones are for me, and the bigger ones are for Glenn because he gets more serving than I do. He eats it every day for breakfast. I eat it every day for a snack, and that way we are getting a fruit and a protein in every day. And it doesn't have all the extra sugar and stuff that a lot of the packaged ones do. And then obviously there's no preservatives or anything. So we like to use berries. I guess that's hard to see on this. We like berries and cherries. I know a lot of people that do a lot of different fruit combinations. So whatever fruit you like. I also use frozen fruit the majority of the time because if you make them days in advance, they kind of as they're thawing, release some of their juices. It's a little extra tasty to mix up. During berry season, we use more fresher berries, but again, do whatever you want to. You can make this tropical with like pineapples and mangoes. You can puree them a little bit more if you like it more pureed. I just take frozen berries as they are. So I'm going to do a serving. I'm doing this as messy as possible. A serving of frozen berries in each of my containers, okay? And then what I also do is maybe about a tablespoon or so of unsweetened, all natural, organic applesauce. That way we're not adding any sugar. There's some people are on the fence about stevia, so I got berry hands. I think anything in moderation is okay. You know, we're talking about sugar versus stevia versus monk fruit, whatever sweeteners, honey, whatever you're going to use. Just use things in moderation. That's all I'm really going to say about that. But I just have a little cup of applesauce here. So I'm going to put a little spoonful of that in each one of these. And that is what we use for sweetener. We don't put anything else in it. And I don't know. I don't think it needs to be any sweeter than that. I suppose if you're kind of breaking some sweet habits, it might seem a little bitter to you starting out. And then I like Fage Greek yogurt. It's all natural, and I use 2%. No, zero fat in this house. We don't do that. We don't want any extra additives or sugars or anything. So you can use full fat, 4% total if you want to. I'm using 2% today. This is actually a small tub for our house. We usually get one of the big ones. It's always in the fridge. So I'll put what I know is measured out in a red protein container. I'll use my spoon to scoop it out, but sorry. I do like 2 heaping tablespoons-ish for mine and 3 for Glenn's. And then I top that off with cinnamon. It just kind of adds that extra little oomph to it. The other thing that you can do when you're getting ready to eat it is you can top it off with some crushed pecans or walnuts or almonds for a little bit of crunch. You can use an all-natural low sugar granola if that fits into your meal plan. But I just wanted to show you how quickly you can prep these. And I have yogurt fingers. I'm just going to eat that real quick. And I just used this whole container making 4 of these. But I made 2 breakfasts for Glenn, 2 days of snacks for myself in, 5 minutes, I think that was. It's super simple. I make them like 6 of them at a time. So that's like 3 days, depending on what's happening around here, 3 or 4 days worth of breakfast and snacks in our house. And they're always in there for us to grab. I actually came up with this when I was making baby food for Mason. And I didn't like a lot of the products that were out at the time. There's a lot more available now, but just even 4 years ago, when she started eating regular food, I didn't like what I was seeing for baby options. So I was making our own for her, and then it turned out that we liked it as well. And so I started making it for all of us. So on some days, this is Mason's breakfast too. So it works out for all of us. So that is my demo and my tip of the day. Plain Greek yogurt, fruit of your choice, cinnamon, top off with some nuts or granola, and you have a very filling and satisfying snack and or meal. So there you go. All right, somebody add something here. Short and sweet, right? But like seriously, come on now. Done. What else do you guys do? Do you add anything, or like I know some of you guys might do this as well.
Yep, I absolutely do that. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just kind of throw whatever I have on hand sometimes in it, but I always put
salami. You put salami in it?
Salami, a lot of salami. I like meat, a lot of meat. Sometimes pepperoni, but I should have said whatever fruit I have on hand.
I think the other thing is, like, if you mix just yogurt and applesauce, maybe some honey, you could do like a fruit dip, right?
Yes, I've done that. I've also put peanut butter in it.
Ooh, peanut butter.
I tried that.
Yogurt and peanut butter together to make a little fruit dip with it.
I've never thought about that. Look at us. Like, right?
I haven't tried this yet, so I will. I've used my yogurt for lots of different things, salad dressings and dips and things like that, but I haven't just added the fruit to it yet, so I will do that.
It's so interesting that something that is like this can be sweet or savory. You can use it in so many different ways, and a lot of times I'm just trying stuff because I use it in replacing for mayonnaise. I use it to replace for sour cream for sure. And if you don't tell anybody that you're doing that, they won't know the difference. They will never know. And I think that's my favorite part about it. I've made like chicken buffalo dip instead of using cream cheese and all that stuff. That's the other thing is, like if you want, I put those like bagel thin, and I'll do like lox and bagels, but I make plain Greek yogurt, and because Faye is a little bit thicker, it stands up really well. So a little bit of lemon juice and some herbs in there, mix it up and spread that on instead of cream cheese.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So yummy. I like lox and bagels.
You're possessed, Meredith. What is? I swear to God, something coming after your ass.
Vacuum in Meredith's house. So.
All right, back to mute.
Oh, the dog's cleaning.
Well, that's what I have for you guys tonight. I feel like it's something that we've covered or we've posted about before, but I think sometimes just seeing it happen is helpful, and how quick it really is. So I hope that this is useful for everybody to use.
Oh, for me, definitely. I already wrote down. I'm going to get some. I usually, like I said, I've done other different, but I've never made. I didn't even think about it because I kind of stopped eating like my yogurts.
Mhm.
I haven't had anything, and it's kind of like that's a good thing to once in a while for a snack, or even because I have stuff left, and it's like, no, I don't want anything. It's like I just it's like I don't. So this is good. Yeah, I'll make some of these up this week. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could probably be a good like nighttime option too.
Well, yeah, because that's my thing, and my husband's the same way because he's been trying to follow stuff that I'm doing, and we're the same way. I don't buy yogurt anymore. I mean, I buy the big containers, but I don't buy the mixed fruit and stuff like that anymore. So this would be something that we can I can do,
Absolutely.
and we'll have something as a little dessert or something at the end. Yeah.
Yay.
I wonder what it would be like to sprinkle a little bit of Shakeology into.
I was just thinking that. Like, it literally just popped into my brain. Like,
well, we're like the same person, so just kidding.
have you ever tried anything different? Are you there?
What did you say?
Have you tried anything different that we haven't mentioned with Greek yogurt, or do you make?
No, I'm picky, obviously.
Yeah.
I just eat mine with blueberries and raspberries.
Okay. So you just do it plain with berries?
Yeah, I don't add anything.
Okay. That really surprises me that a picky eater doesn't want to eat, because usually sweet is like kind of that breaker there. But Meredith, I think we should experiment with some Shakeology and see if we could make a chocolate mousse kind of thing.
That sounds like a good idea.
I know people put it in their Shakeology, like if they're trying to get their consistency in, like they might mix it, to make it a little bit smoother or thicker if that's how they like it. But making it with the Shakeology to me,
I will experiment.
okay.
I do have a question.
Like making me think of custard.
Yeah.
Right? I think we have a project. Yes, Nikki.
I might have missed this, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. When you use that for sour cream, do you use the same amount that you would for sour cream or less?
I guess I use it how I would use sour cream.
Like in a recipe, you would use the same?
Yeah.
Because I don't like sour cream, so I try to avoid things that you have to make that have sour cream in it.
Okay.
But there are certain things that somebody would ask me to make and bring somewhere that has sour cream if I could substitute that, but I didn't know if it was the same equivalent, like same as sour cream is the same to the yogurt.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
You might have to mess around with it a little bit depending on the thickness of the yogurt you get. Like I said, Fage is really thick, and there's other ones out there that are a little bit thinner, and so sometimes people prefer that. I like Fage personally, and I feel like it has the I don't know how else to say this, the cleanest flavor profile of most of them. So but yeah, I use it like the same amount that I would of sour cream. And the difference is that you get to count it as a protein instead of a fat. Now, I don't know the difference of how sour cream is made versus how Greek yogurt is made. All I know is they are not the same. So when you add Greek yogurt to something, it counts as a protein. So cool. All right. Thanks for showing up, girls. And I'm hoping that you can share this with some of your peoples and the rest of our team as well. So I'm going to stop recording here in a second. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thanks for watching. Everyone make your face.